Hello, welcome to the TV room. David Bradley here. It is time to think about putting this keyboard for the Chiclet pet back together. But first, I have inspected all the connections, but I really want to see. This is a meter that will test continuity. I want to check between all the little pins here to make sure that none of these at the top of the board are making contact with the one next door. And if I hear a beep, I know that they are. And that would not be good, because I did have, while soldering, I did have a couple of things do a little crossover. And that needed to be dealt with. Okay, so I'm getting no such funky readings. And so it is time to take the keyboard. This frustrates me. This one little blemish up there. That's because the soldering iron got too close. So we take the back, and we set it in position. And we take our tiny, 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 tiny little bag of screws. And we open this up and dump them on the table. Now, I think this is the screwdriver that I used. So, best thing I find is to get a screw in position and get it screwed in. Maybe one at the top. Oh dear. It is giving me grief. One at the top, one at the bottom. Are we going in? We're in. Okay. Because then all the rest of the holes should line up. All right. And of course, the other secret is don't drop the screws. They are so tiny and easy to slip from your grasp. They are. Now really, if one screw was missing, it probably wouldn't be the end of the world. I say that because, oh, there's still two in the bag. I was thinking, my golly, there doesn't seem to be enough of them. But there's still two hiding in the bag. So I'm going to get these all into their appropriate holes. And get the last two out of the bag. And get everything lined up. And this, some people would love to take some kind of power screwdriver do everything, which would possibly be faster. But if you end up breaking something like this, oh, it's not faster. And there, that's another thing you got to be careful of. Don't have the keyboard too close to the edge of the table, because as I was putting one screw in, there was a bit of a bounce. And of course, a little screw popped out. It did. But because I was not right at the edge of the table, nothing bad happened. So, on these little things, there aren't as many screws as some of the other pets, but the keyboard is, of course, much smaller. It is so snug, but don't reef on it. Hello. Oh, aha, there. One had popped off. I did not see it, right in the bottom corner. Thinking, why is there a hole there? Alright, I'm just gonna give them each just a little tweak, just make sure that they are snug. I'm not reefing, just making sure that everything is as it should be, because we're getting close. Okay. We're in. We are in. Alright, so the keyboard with its fresh wiring. Well, old wires, freshly stripped, ready to go, are in. Now, I don't have, Andy, the cable tie things, excuse me, that I might use. Oh well. These things happen. So I'm going to swing this thing around. What is that? Oh, that's okay. I do need to get, once again, more stuff. More, a better way of having a power bar here. All right, I'm going to plug in this old pet. Oh, we are on the air. We are on the air. Even despite all my best efforts, sometimes clutter happens. Hey. We are on the air. Okay. So, we have this pet. We'll turn it on. Makes the appropriate sounds. Sometimes, there we go. The screen, I don't know why, but sometimes these things shut off. And you get things, anyway, it's up, it's running, and we can test this. And everything seems to be working. There, we are testing it. Run, 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 run. Okay, now I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to open it up. And then very carefully unplug the keyboard. And take this one, the freshly soldered, and line it up and get it on there. And set it down. Why is that? Okay. And then I'll turn it back on. You may not be able to see this so well. That's because I can't even see it so well. Hang on here. Come on. Come on. There we go. I gotta see about that. I guess maybe a little deoxit. Okay. 1, 0. Print. Quote. Test. Space. Quote. Semicolon. Always in search of a colon. Colon. T-O-T-O 10. Run. Okay, so that is seeming to be working. Now before, the one wire that was missing, that was broken, was the one that controlled, what is it, the shift key, the return key, the pi key, and this half a square thing. But everything seems to be okay. But before, we say for sure that everything is okay. And I'm sorry, I can't. You know what? I'm going to shift clear home. There we are. And then I'm going to press all the keys. And syntax error. Beautiful. They're all working. So, hours and hours of tinkering has paid off. All right. So now I will turn this off. With great care, I will pull this out. And I will look for some cable ties to put that back together. I will. I will turn this back on. What is this? It's a realistic, that means Radio Shack tape. It is rewound. I don't remember. What's on this? I probably have written it down, and it's probably not for the pet. But anyway, I just want to remind myself that this is the pet that the data set works in. Oh yeah, okay. It works. It does. Now, I'm not loading anything, I'm just looking. So, now the next thing I have to do, oh golly, is, excuse me, up here in the midst of all the craziness, I did put some little bags. Oh, so I would not lose them. Okay. Okay. They don't need to be there anymore. They do not. Okay. Now, as best as I remember, and I'm pretty sure that I do, these are the Weasley little screws to put the keyboard back on. 2, 4, 6, there are 8 of them. Yes. There are. Yep, that's them. Okay. So, but of course this is not the computer that they need to go on. It is the other one over here. So I'm going to take these screws out. And here, see, this is a screwdriver I use is not a Phillips. It is not. It is a straight one, but that doesn't necessarily mean, or a slot doesn't mean that it is the best choice for this. It's funny, there are some screwdrivers here. And you know what? I'm going to start doing it now. This screwdriver right here is of no use to me here. So I'm going to set it there so I can put it somewhere else in a thing. It is. No, is that the bag? Look at that. There's a screw in there. Okay. That would not be good. Okay. Little pliers and things. I know that somewhere here. Ugh. That I will find. Oh, there's a beautiful thing. I didn't see Alpine this year that I know of, but that is a beautiful chip puller. That I need to make sure I know where that is. See, after the world of Commodore, where I took a whole lot of stuff out of here, it's easy to have to renegotiate where things are. Oh. Now, I think I see another screwdriver. Yeah, there's another. That's a Robertson. No need to be here. Now, I know why I had it here, because at some point I did find something that I was trying to get into, that even though it shouldn't have had, another Robertson screwdriver. Doesn't need to be here. Aha. Okay, Phillips. I believe this fits perfectly, nicely, beautifully. So these screwdrivers don't need to be here. They do not. All right. So this is doing its thing. I should tidy this up a bit. All right. So these bags of things, which are mostly marked, can go. I do need to sort things better. This bag is empty. Here is the thing that I did to help me keep in mind of which wire and all went where. on this thing. Now, is this at all helpful again? Oh, I'm not going to get rid of it yet. Something could go squirrely. Something could. All right, I'm going to take these precious screws. I'm going to push them over here because in a moment, after we finish recording, I have to switch these computers around so I can put the keyboard back in. And look, soldering irons that don't need to be here. Not at this juncture. So they need to go away. Clutter, clutter, clutter. Everything is clutter unless you need it at that moment. And I don't think I have a really good spot for these. I'm going to put this up there, but I don't think I should really put these up there. That would tend for me at some point to put them up there, and they could be hot. Okay, so we're going to stop this. We're going to fast forward. Why? Well, because we can. All right, now this here, I must be careful with this. This is from the last operation. This is the bottom of a VIC-20, I think it was. And it has crap on it from the operation. And over here, there's more crap from the operation, like little bits of insulation and wire bits that don't need to be here. So I'm going to let this fast forward and come on over here. Yeah, heavens, I have broken a nail. And what I found recently, as I already know, if you go to yank it off, it might do more damage than good. It's funny though, I thought I had done all these nicely. Alright, nail fixed, fast forwarding, got the screws. It's time to move this Chiclet pet and put the other one up here. So, thanks for coming. Stay tuned. And we'll reunite this keyboard with its machine. And then we'll carry on with something else. So, there we go. As I've said, and as I'm trying to do one, well, kind of like on MASH. Do one thing, do it very well, and move on. Well, no, that's what Charles Emerson Winchester III used to say. Do one thing, do it very well, and move on. Which, of course, doesn't fit with MASH at all. As they would say, meatball surgery. But with this thing, to keep the table clear and to keep everything wonderful, I really do need to get on something, not get distracted, finish it up, get it off the table, tidy up the table, get on to the next thing. That is the plan. Anyway. All right, thanks for coming. We'll see you again soon. There. Bye for now. By the way, this hat, I've always liked this style of hat. It came from, actually, I think I got it at Value Village. But the first time I ever saw a hat like this was on the show Hogan's Heroes. And I thought, wow, I like that. And I only waited like 40, maybe even more years to find one. But they're warm, and I like this little thing here. And I never knew where to get them. So, but it was just one of those things in the back of my mind that I was like, oh yeah, I should get one of those one day. Also, it's good for the microphone, right there. Anyway, all right. See you again soon. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.